Hello and welcome to episode 58 of Series 4 of Master League Story Mode. It's everyone's favourite day of the year. Maybe actually that's the summer transfer deadline day, but January's transfer window deadline day is a pretty fun day anyway. So it's probably at least our second favourite day of the year. Although this negotiation period has been a tricky one. We've made one signing in Hatem Ben Arfa. He had a very, very poor debut in the last game. Couldn't get involved in the game, and actually I think we changed up things too much. Corinne went in. And maybe it was complacency considering the run that we've been on. But we changed a little bit too much. We put more out on the left. Koyalapu playing out of the position in which he has become the top scorer in Liga. There were mistakes made. That was definitely one of them. So at the moment we're sort of looking for a left back. But I don't know. I think I'm probably happy with Duarte. He showed a lot of promise in the last episode. He really stepped up to the plate when talk about him maybe being replaced was mentioned. So I'm going to be happy with him and Tisserand as left back cover. And then we're probably right on the right. I think Tisserand is a really good... Looking at other options, you know, Tisserand has got the same pace, or better pace, than most of the options we're looking for, and is very strong defensively. Maybe not the attacking flair that we need, but I think Duarte and Alcibiade have got that covered. So I think what I'm actually going to concentrate on is continuing to look for an attacking midfielder, and also looking for a centre-forward with the expectation that we do manage to sell Mitrovic by the end of the window. And with Mounier still out of reach, tantalisingly close, but still too highly rated for us. I'm going to go in and have a look at some of the French centre-forward options. So obviously they have to be 78 or below in terms of rating, have to be French. And we're looking for a striker or a second striker. Let's see what we've got in here. Maybe a few in here that we haven't considered. Oh, Fakir. He fits within our overall rating. He would have been a great choice for attacking midfield. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to sign him though. His chance of signing is way too low. Ben Yedder. The 30-year-old, he's starting to lack a bit physically. Still a great finisher. Maybe not the right one. Ooh, who's this guy? Colo. Very quick. Great finisher. He looks decent, actually. He looks like he could slot in neatly into the Koyalapu role. And he's only 22 years old as well. I think we'll put out a quick one for him. Deprave, I'm not sure how you say it. This was actually one of the signings mentioned by one of the commenters. I can't remember your name, but thanks for the suggestion. It's a good one. I like the look of him. We'll add him to the list. Definitely an option if we get some Mitrovic money. We've got Sibatu already lined up as a possibility. Frank Honorat. Tempting to bring him back in just for the shits and giggles. I think we'll leave him. But yeah, I like the look of Colo. It'd be interesting. Great finisher. Really, really quick as well. Decent on the ball. Might be a nice option. How much is he worth? Only worth 9 million. We'll definitely be able to buy him. So there we have it. Still the problem being is there's not really many options for us to look at. We've got to hope that the scout comes back with something soon. Let's keep moving then within this transfer window. So a day later and the scouts are back. Just over a week left in this transfer window. And we're really... I mean, Ben Arfa's a good option. Still looking for a good quality attacking midfielder. This is an interesting one. Again, just out of our reach at 79. And he's not a real player. I don't know if South America was a good choice for scouting. Right, let's keep going. So we're slowly moving along. Oh, there's been an update for Robertson. I'm not sure whether we want him now. Felt like that was definitely the position we wanted to improve. Left back. Let's see how much he's going to cost us. We did. We went for the release fee, didn't we? So 14 million, 2.4 million salary. We don't have any salary budget to play with at the moment. We need to sell players before we can bring anyone in. I think we're definitely not going to go for Blinn, so we can end that one to free up a little bit of space. Sibatu would be a good option. He's not incredible in any one area, but he's got a good spread of stats. He's a big guy. I think he could be a good option off the bench. A little bit more mobile than Mitrovic, which is what we want. Colo, a very different option, but I feel like he could play in either of the centre-forward positions, and he's got raw pace and decent finishing. So what's the scout got for us here? Ooh, Holscher. Interesting. He's a good passer. I like Holscher. Very similar to Ben Arfa though. We probably don't need two identical players in that position. He's a bit younger, but we're not really looking to improve anymore. Seeing as we won't be taking him with us, I'm sure. So probably not the one for us. Maybe there just isn't an attacking midfielder within our overall rating that's going to tick the boxes that we want. I think we have to go with a combination of Nem and Ben Arfa and see what we can do with that. I think maybe just another striking option would be the right way to end this window. So the negotiations with Colo have come back. They've not gone well. It's a shame. I like the look of him. Young player from Nantes. A few other sides looking at him as well. Add him to the list. quick look at our team, see how many people are having teams sniffing around. Masunda's got a few players looking at him. Mitrovic, only the one side interested in taking him on. I'm not surprised. He's not exactly lit the Claremont pitcher like this season. Masunda, I'd be happy to let go. We can't let Moore and Masunda go. Masunda would be a good option to sell because he's taking up at the moment 3.7 million from our salary budget. I think with Moore, we'll probably be happy to let him go. Obviously, we've got Passetto still available to sell. Happy to let him go. Masawema as well. And we could probably let Big Sav go as well, but it's not really worth it for 500,000. We might as well keep him on board in case we win anything. He's earned that. Oof. And nothing has happened, and we're straight into transfer deadline day here. Would have liked a day before that. That was bad management. I should have set it to only progress one day. But we're into the window now, and nothing to speak of. No scouted players in. We don't really have any irons in the fire either. Maybe we should go back in for Colo. Give another go to that. Depraville looks like it would go through. He's got good all-round stats. It's a bit weak though. Not exactly strong on the ball. Colo's got strength on the ball. He's a lot more direct. We're going to give him another go. So that's not worked. Oh, dearie me. Will we get a bid in for any of our players? Doesn't seem to be happening yet. Mahrez has gone to Bayern Munich. That's an interesting one. So really nothing to do than skip an hour. It's so rare that we do that during the window. Things are desperate here. We're waiting for bids for Masunda. See if we can reinvest that money, but that doesn't seem to be happening. No one seems to be taking the bait on him. Or any of our players at all. Emre Moore's got transfer stuff happening about him. Could we even sign Sabachu? I don't think we're going to sign Robertson. I don't think he'd be a big enough impact. We'd have to make 700,000 salary budget free to sign Sabachu. We could probably do that by selling Masawema. Yeah, that would do that. Alright, well, just to get stuff done, I think we'll quickly sell Masawema. Doesn't get a look in anymore. And with 31 million in the transfer budget, we've got a lot of money. We just haven't been able to rejig the finances to channel that into wage budget. Still with Masunda hanging on. This could be another disappointing window. But yeah, just to make sure we make a signing in this window, we'll bring Sabachu in. We can. There's no problem with that. The salary budget goes back down, but there wasn't really anything else to do. With only 8 hours left, I didn't want to be left without adding any quality or any different options to this side. Looks like Mitrovic is going to be staying put. So another striker to go in ahead of him. Keep moving. It's coming down right to the last minute here on the last day of the transfer window. Oh, we've had an offer for Masunda. But the problem is, what would we do with the money? We don't even have anyone lined up. It would free up wage budget, but we don't really need that wage budget at the moment. Give us 25 million, take us up to almost 50 million, and free up 3.7 million salary. But we've nothing to do with it. It's the ridiculous thing. And with that in mind, I think we're just going to have to keep skipping. If the scout comes back, an amazing attacking midfielder is found, and we let Masunda go, but I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, a bid for Emre Moore has come in, and this one's from Parma. There may be a Parma player that we could trade him for. That I would certainly be open to. It's just about allowed within the rules. Just see there's no one at Atlanta who would be interesting. Just to shake things up, Masunda's really failed to impress. They've got a 78 rated keeper. 79 rated target man. He's pretty handy, this guy. It's interesting. No, nothing in there. Let's take a look at Parma. Have they got anyone we could steal? Emre Moore's probably a better option, isn't he? No, nothing there at all. How much would they have offered for him? 15 million. Would have cleared up 1.2 million from the salary budget. No bids for Mitro, although there's a lot more teams interested now. So that's it. We're just going to have to call it a day. Nothing's going to happen. There's only an hour left. Transfer window is slamming shut. And it's been 2 signings for Corinne Diacre. Hatem Ben Arfa, the experienced, often troubled, sometimes mercurial attacking midfielder. He's going to come in as a good option off the bench. Then Sabachu as another option off the bench. Another tall striker. He'll be sitting there with Mitrovic with stacking players. And, well, will this be enough to see us through to mount a proper title challenge? I don't know. Maybe we didn't add the proper starting class that we needed. But then maybe mixing the team up now, inserting a new player would have been the wrong choice anyway. Good to see that in January we've got 3 players, Cafu, Caramo and Duarte, in the team of the month. Makes you think, yeah, maybe we didn't need to sell Ruben Duarte. Maybe that was the right choice. And there were a lot of contracts automatically renewed at the end of that window. Yeah, we're at minus 5 million salary budget. Wow. It's going to be difficult to claw back. Probably best we get out of here at the end of the season. We've left them with some poor financial planning there. And now, well, this episode only gets more exciting. I mean, it's not difficult. That wasn't particularly exciting. Straight into an away game against Monaco. It's going to be the only game of the episode. Come on. We need a win here. They're 3rd. We're 4th. They're 3 points ahead of us. A win today would take us ahead of Monaco. And that'd be a great place to be as we enter February. So let's take a look at the sides for this absolutely massive game. Will either of the new signings get a look in today? Well, Wellington them on a downward arrow suggests that maybe there could be space for Ben Arfa. We need to bring Ben Arfa and Sibachu right up here into the first team, onto the bench. Now, Sibachu obviously isn't necessarily a better player than Mitrovic, but I just never got on with Mitro. Just never got on with him. I think out of the bench here, I think it's going to be... it's a tough choice. A lot of you want Holgate to start at the moment. If it wasn't for the team spirit, I probably would, but I just don't want to take that... Well, actually, today, with them both on sideward arrows, I think Holgate can start. Ben Nasser can come in for Doolin or Cham. We'll try Ben Nasser, Doolin there. And then that attacking midfield position, well, that's going to be a tricky one. Emre Moore, you're not a starter anymore. And then I think we do want Sibachu on the bench as well. A lot of poor form on the bench. We don't need Decore there, so we'll have Sibachu as an option. But the big question is, do we start Wellington them, or do we bring in Ben Arfa from the beginning? Oh, this is a tricky decision. But I think for the sake of 4 team spirit, which can hit us pretty hard if we go down that far, we're going to have to start Wellington. It's not ideal. We would have liked Cham in there as well. Oh, we could. I wonder what happens if we start... Oof. We'll go for Benassa in that attacking midfield role. It's unorthodox, but he has been decent there before. He's a great runner. Not a good finisher, but he is a good passer. I actually quite liked him there when he played. So, yeah, that could work well. I've had to jig things around a bit, but this could be okay. Wanted to keep things at 90 for a game of this difficulty. And it is going to be difficult. There's no other way of looking at it. Although they do have a very poor goalkeeper. 68 rated goalkeeper. Don't know why neither of their main keepers are starting. Lamar on the bench. That's good, but Falcao and Jovetic up front, going to be very tricky. Tielemans in the centre, excellent central midfielder. And, well, a trip down to Monaco. It could be a very, very difficult one. Let's see how we get on. So after our slip-up in the second game of the last episode, we cannot afford to drop any points, but especially against the teams around us in the league. And Monaco only 3 points ahead of us. It would be great to beat them on their turf and go ahead of them in the league. It would show real intent. We've done it before. Monaco are a side that we've come up against and beaten last season. We at least managed it once. It might have even been twice. None of the new players from this transfer window starting today, but Ben Arfa and Sibachu, both options off the bench. Benassa today starting in attacking midfield. Come on, lads. Ball in's a good one. Duarte's there. Oh, Duarte. Strong. Now go. Where are you going? Who even was that? Is that hot? Oh, I need to set something up here. But Duarte forward still. Inside to Koyalapu. Just about keeps hold of it. Out to Jonathan Cafu. Inside to Ruben Duarte. Shot comes in. Caramo. Yes. Yes. What a start. And it's a surging run from Ruben Duarte after great work to somehow win it back. Ran all the way up the pitch. Kept it well. Just about managed to move it on to Cafu. He stepped inside and it fell eventually to Yan Caramo. And Big Yan is off the mark. Let's take another look at this. It was good work from Koyalapu actually to keep hold of that there. Cafu inside to Duarte. He'd kept going. He fancied a goal, but that's a great finish from Yan Caramo. And we're up here in this massive, massive matchup. Here come Monaco looking to get straight back into this. Radamel Falcao, lovely back heel. Oh, that's some finish there. Well, that did not last long. 2 minutes. And Balde draws things level for the home side. Looked like we had that covered. We seem to have all the angles covered, but clearly not that one. It's a good back heel. Ball came all the way out. Back heels galore. Oh, 2 back heels in a row. Maybe that was planned, I don't know, but that was a great finish in the end. Heartbreak here already for Clermont. But that is, yeah, very, very well taken. Duarte couldn't do anything about that. Benassa. Inside to Doolin. Finds Karamo. Koyalapu. Back into Doolin. Oh, he's through! Oh, he got a little nudge there. Keeper came out and dealt with it. Balde now, the goal scorer. Steps inside of Duarte. That's a really dangerous ball. Falcao! Just wide. Oh my god. This is turning into quite a game. Chances at either end. And this is a lovely ball from Balde. He's having a great game so far. That's gorgeous. Zagadou misjudged it. Luckily, Bernardoni saw it whistle past his post. Oh, and Jam caught in possession. That's no good. Jovetic on the ball here. Steps away from Benassa. Weiss into Jovetic. Danger here. Falcao's effort. Saved. Yep, they're piling on the pressure now. The home side looking the better. As this game progresses. We can't get it away. Falcao into Jovetic. Holgate needs to be certain there. The shot's well wide. Yep, this is looking a little precarious now. 35 minutes in. Alcibiade into Incham. Steps away from Tielemans. Lovely work there. From Olivier Incham. Powerful run through the centre, but it has to go all the way back. Benassa. Oh! Karamo. The left foot again. Oh! Ain't no other Yam but you. Come on. Absolutely world-class finishing from Big Yan. Again on the left foot. A very similar finish to the last one. Kept it hard and low, even on his weaker foot. Even with all the pressure, and the Monaco fans are silent. Silent but rich. So ultimately, probably not that bothered, but still silenced by Big Yan. And that's a great finish. They've not got a very good keeper in today, but it would have taken something very special to save that. It was good work through the centre. Benassa found Karamo. I thought we were going to try and look for the layoff into Koyalapu. But Karamo, great footwork away from the Monaco defenders. And a lovely, lovely finish. And there we have it. Half-time here in Monaco. And it's 2 big goals for Big Yan. And this slightly changed Clermont side looking okay. Benassa, I do like him in that role. It works well to have all 3 of those midfielders in. That's a good, compact, hard-running, decent tackling midfield 3. We don't have any mercurial attacking midfielders on, like Nem or Ben Arfa or Masunda. We've got good solid players there, and 3 shots on target, 2 of them going in. We're struggling a little bit. We're not keeping possession quite as well, although the possession stats are exactly the same. We've made far less passes. But Corinne Diacre will be very pleased going in at half-time. Can we hold on to this one now? Well, the question is, do we look to hold on? Or do we try and push for more goals? Well, if I know Corinne Diacre, it'll be push for more goals. Oh, he's misjudged that. And now Yan Karamo's got a chance to run at goal. Lovely work to find Cafu. He's got Benassa in the box. Jonathan Cafu. Oh, great work from Cafu. Surely Karamo for the hat-trick to finish it off. Oh, my God. Oh, will we regret that if we don't win this one? Benassa. Karamo flicks it in, looking for Incham. He's away from Congola. Oh, yes! The goals keep coming, and they're all of excellent quality. That was nicely worked. Yan Karamo looked like he was about to get his hat-trick after great work from Cafu to prevent the clearance, but the ball went out. We just keep going. Just keep cracking on. And the ball came back in. It was great work from Benassa. And it was Karamo who found the chip over into the path of Olivier Incham. Doesn't score a lot of goals. But this was a very, very important one for a man who must surely be in line for a call-up to the French team, because he's been consistently great for Clermont, who are a big, big side now. Lovely little flick into Incham. Showed great strength. Oh, it just snuck through to him. And it's a good finish in the end. And what a win that is. Yes, get in. That is massive. Massive for Clermont. Massive for their confidence. Massive for our position in the league. And just a massive, massive way of proving to the rest of Liga that we are not to be trifled with. I think everyone knows that now. But to put in 3 against Monaco on their home ground, I mean, that really shows that we are a force to be reckoned with this season. Great to see Big Yan getting a couple. Got to keep his confidence high as well. He is going to be a really crucial player for us. And yeah, we were efficient in front of goal. Monaco certainly had chances. Weren't able to put any of them away. Bernardoni had a great game. Holgate was excellent. Zagadou not really involved. And I really like Benassa at attacking midfield. That's a real option, I feel. Doolin and Cham Benassa is a good midfield 3. And then as ever, Cafu, Koyalapu and Karamo looking excellent. So there we have it. What a way to end an episode that was feeling a little bit disappointing. Only 2 signings in the transfer window. albeit good ones. I think they were smart moves. There was no need to disrupt the team too much. I think adding a bit of quality off the bench might actually have been the smartest option. And yeah, we remain 5 points behind Nice and 4 behind PSG. And we go ahead of Monaco. Lovely stuff into those Champions League spots. That's where we want to be. So there we go. What an episode. Well, what an end to the episode anyway. Let's take a look at our games in the coming weeks. Next episode, we've got a very tight schedule here. Only 3 days after the Monaco game, we've got St Etienne away and then Bordeaux. And then we play St Etienne again in the Coupe de France quarterfinals. Massive game there. And then we're back into the Europa League. It's all going to get very, very exciting very quickly. Crucial games coming thick and fast. And then when do we play Nice? Oh, we've got Nice in March for hopefully our next Europa League game. And then where have we got PSG? We got them right towards the end of the season. That's interesting. Really interesting. Well, it's going to get really good. I'm really excited about this team. I'm really excited about the potential Corinne Diacre winning something at Clermont before maybe moving off. So join me in the next episode. I'll see you in a bit.